This program is brought to you through the kind support of the Friends of That's What She Said. Support BCTV by visiting bctv.org/support.
It used to be great, now it's not so great, but it's still pretty great. Reading. Ate pretzels non-stop and pot pie no top. More dessert till we drop. Perks. Did they really say that? They did not say that. Yeah, they did say that. That's what she said.
Well, here you are. We are. We're all here in your living room and you're in ours, and well, we're just here for another episode of That's What She Said. Oh, and who do we have? We have our usual cast of characters. Yes, Sheila.
Martha.
Nicole.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it's so good to have you with us. And we want to get the housekeeping stuff done with at the top of the show. It's if you'd like to call us, we are live. You can call us at 610-378-0423. Or we have our Twitterer ready. Whoops, sorry. Oh, never mind.
Snaffle.
Scratch that out. 610-378-0426. 0426. Clearly the wine has gotten to my head already.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be one heck of a show.
Yes.
Also, you can tweet us at She Tweets to Me, at She Tweets to Me. But I guess if you know how to tweet, you know to put that there. So we will have the Twitterer running, and we will check that. Oh, well, I'll just keep it in my hand, and then I'll see if anything buzzes up there. Well, it's been an exciting week.
Oh my goodness, it has been.
And did anyone go see the Pope?
I watched.
I dressed modestly
You-
because there was hope that we would get him on the show.
You know, I bet he would have
was?
come on
There
if
was.
we invited him.
But then he
I
had to,
think he would have.
I think he would have.
he
think he
had to
watches.
fly back to Italy
does.
for some Pope business. And
Oh, I hope he's
we
resting.
don't
I don't know how he did what he did. I was exhausted, and it was just fascinating watching him and watching the expression of people that he met, the whole variety of people, and how they responded to his message of hope.
Yeah.
And
It's funny
Working
because
together.
He's a hopeful Pope.
he
Yes.
is, and
He's
I
a hopeful
thought,
Pope.
I
Sorry.
thought, oh, you know, he's just a guy, and people aren't going to get into this or whatever, and I was inspired
there's
by
something very special about
how
him as a person. I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
very
and
different
and
from
it's
any
not
Pope
just
that
what he
has been
represents,
Yeah,
before him.
exactly. I'm not
but
missing
but
more
he
of that.
himself,
Yeah.
and
Especially the last.
He has a charismatic aura.
yeah, and
Yes, he does.
what he was bringing out in people, that just it made me very happy that he was doing that for people.
I love the fact
that.
that he eschewed the limos for the little black Fiat.
I did love that little black Fiat.
Having once
Well.
owned a Fiat, I felt very
That's
much
Prince's new hit
akin
song.
to Fiat.
Black Fiat.
Yes.
You know, he is releasing an album.
What?
He's releasing an album this week.
The
and
Pope?
It's got his words and the background of rock music and all kinds of all genres. of music.
serious?
Yeah, quite serious.
Excellent.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
He's
excited.
releasing an album.
I'm finding that on iTunes.
I can't remember the name. It's something like "And Go Go Go," but you know, it's.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Hope a go-go.
Hope a Go Go.
There you go. That's the perfect
If that
thing.
wasn't the title before, that better be the title now.
Indeed.
right.
You owe me
It's
royalties. Oh, my goodness.
Security was crazy though.
It was.
My parents live in Philly, and they were
Oh,
pretty much
my.
I
barricaded
think
in their
Philly
building.
scared people off. I think they realized they
did.
might have overdone it a little because they just for months and months they talked about where you couldn't go and what was going to happen,
Yeah.
and then they suddenly realized that maybe they'd overdone it because hotels weren't being booked, and
Well,
they
They
made
lost
the spot
everyone out of the
announcement.
city.
they actually made a spot announcement that was come to Philly, and really, and at the end of it, there was Pope Francis sitting at his desk with his white and hat, and he said, "I'll see you in Philadelphia." It was the neatest spot.
Aw.
It was really cute.
Well, yeah, I
is
think
cute.
they prepared for this horrible conflagration
Right.
of humanity, and it just, well, everyone stays away from that kind
It's
of
like
thing.
crying
So
wolf.
what are you
Yeah.
going to do?
Yeah.
You can't go see the
It was
Pope and
pretty
get
inspiring.
crushed.
It's pretty. It
But there
pretty
was a
cool.
big turnout. I mean,
There was.
There was.
I saw tons of pictures.
Well
news
organized.
coverage.
It really
Well,
was.
yeah.
and what's pretty cute is my darling husband, who does not appreciate organized religion, is an agnostic and all those things. I caught that man watching Pope live.
Oh, we did. Caught you, Jesse.
I sat down and watched it with him, but yeah.
Well, it's
he-
historic.
I was
It's
watching
like
Pope live.
it's like a space shuttle going off or something.
but
It
was a
different.
momentous
Like everyone's
occasion.
just really intrigued, I think, by him
Yes,
because he's not like any pope.
inclusive, where in the last couple of years, so much of all religions have developed these fundamentalists that have become more and more exclusive and shutting people out. And his whole message was inclusivity, and that,
In
I don't know about the
his
rest
religion,
of you.
you know? Like,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
right,
That's,
more so than any
you
other.
don't have to be a
Yeah.
Catholic or a practicing anything to not respond to a message of hope and tolerance and humanity. That was just,
Agreed.
incredible.
And that
Well,
gave me
indeed.
hope too. As a Catholic and someone who identifies as Catholic, I had been increasingly despondent about my religion in recent years, especially with some other things that had happened. And to hear his words, I was like, maybe positive things are happening.
There's
Maybe
hope after all
maybe
for
there
your
is
religion.
hope, and maybe people are getting it again. That it's not about the pomp, the circumstance. This is about the message, the word. That's what's important.
You do realize, of course, that there's a large segment of a certain party that just hates the word hope.
Yeah.
absolutely.
well,
And speaking of
I
that,
call them fun haters.
we,
Fun haters.
speaking of that, John Boehner has created a job, his own.
Wow.
So, what do you think about that?
I really can't say that I ever liked John Boehner until I heard his resignation speech on Friday. No, very seriously, we have very different beliefs, and he didn't stand for very much that I did, except that he stood for compromise. And there's such a wide group of his party who is adverse to any kind
One
of
has
compromise.
to wonder why he spent so much energy just catering to that small, very loud, but not
Hope.
sizable.
I think it was hope.
But he was in an impossible situation.
Oh, he was,
And
yeah.
I'm not saying I loved the guy, but
Yeah, I didn't.
I respected him for that very same thing, that he was a voice of compromise. And, what he was trying to say was, look, if you want some things, why don't you give some things
Yeah,
and
I
realize
agree.
there's
Yeah,
common
it's a little
ground?
bit of give and
And that got him enemies everywhere. I mean,
Well-
he had enemies. I mean, people.
It's almost like you can't win when
His-
you're in a position
No.
like
Yeah,
that. Like,
his
no matter
party-
what, you
Especially
can't
in
make
today's
everyone happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's
Somebody's always going to be
political
miserable
climate,
about
that's
what you
impossible.
And
say.
that's the problem. I
You
was in
can't
the
please everyone.
I went to get lunch today in my school's cafeteria, and one of my most respected social studies teachers was in there. And I said, what do you think about this? And he goes, those are my favorite words. What do you think? And he said his piece, and then I just sort of went off on politics in general. I was like, this is what makes me so crazy, is that nothing can be accomplished because everyone is so focused on their agenda. And by the way, politicians, you are a servant leader.
Except that nothing will be accomplished until the majority of people vote, and that never happens.
I understand that, yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't have the right to complain if you have the right to
I
vote
vote.
and you don't vote. I'm just saying that they are servants of the people,
Right.
but they're serving a minority. Actually, when you think of the vote count or the vote.
Well, it reminds me of we were having the same discussion about you have to go vote. If
Yeah.
you want things to change, you have to go vote.
Exactly.
And we had a home viewer who called and said,
Yay.
I don't vote because it doesn't, they're all the same, it doesn't matter.
There you
Well,
go.
if you're not voting,
Don't
there's
complain.
nothing, you can't complain.
No.
And there's no hope of any change. There's that word again. But
That's our
you
keyword today, I
can't
think.
change things without being an active participant in your world.
What's that quote? Be the change you wish to see in the world.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, if you stand back, then what happens to you, but you've allowed that to happen because you haven't stood up for yourself. You haven't been the change that you want to make happen. So get up off your duff.
You have a voice.
Go
use
vote.
it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I use my voice a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yes,
Unfortunately, my kids are like, oh,
we're a panel of mouthy gals, ain't we?
Wow, they need us out there.
Well, they
They need
do.
more of us out there.
They do. Well, they need us talking about other things
They
too.
do. After that, we haven't said the T word though, so
No.
I'm not going to.
Not the word of the day.
Oh yes, yes. We made it. We made a vow.
No T word.
No T word.
So on to other things.
Yes, the bike race.
Oh, wow.
Bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle. All right, enough of that.
That was precious.
Oh my goodness.
Snatch you off this show on the Broadway, like, my God. we'll
They're
have a
gonna want
permanent
you
guest
for
star.
bicycle
Hold your breath
musical.
for that one.
But did anyone?
Rained horribly that day.
And do
like,
you
really
realize
bad.
where they rode?
I don't. Well, I saw somebody.
75 miles through the county. The Chili Pepper Festival wasn't happy because they closed the road for a while there.
Oh.
But 75 miles, then they came back and made 5 laps from Penn Square up around the pagoda.
Oh.
5
Around the
times.
pagoda?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, God
5
bless you people.
times.
Crying out loud.
Let me tell you
These
that
people are
I
hardcore
lose my
bikers.
breath just thinking about it.
How many people finished this race?
More than you would believe.
Oh.
A lot of them finished.
Good.
I'm tired of it. Go outside. I get sprinkled. I'm like, I'm going back in. I'm done. If I was to ride a bike in that, you can forget about
I
it.
think sadly not as many people went out to see them. So places like West Reading that was really counting on, you
That
know,
business.
the business,
Yeah.
they just didn't have it.
West
But it
Reading's
was a
suffering
really
already.
neat thing.
It was. And was this a benefit for something or just?
It's a national race that used to be somewhere else, and they brought it to Reading, and they're hoping to have it here for the next 5 years.
Oh, that's good.
So they're,
That's
and I'm not
cool.
sure that that's a sure thing, okay, but
But it would be nice.
they're trying to, you know, to have them plan to come here for the next number of years, and that it will really become a bigger and bigger thing. It's an
Let's fix
international
that
race.
bridge so we can have some traffic flow. through.
Yeah,
Hurry up.
I'm still stuck on up and down the Neversink Mountain.
5 times.
5 times.
Yeah, at
That's-
the
Oh
end
my
of the race,
gosh,
at the end of 75 miles.
Oi,
That was the end of the race.
oi.
Yeah, I know.
And here, let me put
that's
a
ambitious.
hot stick in your eye.
Can you imagine though, like
That's really ambitious.
these people have like thighs of steel.
They must.
They do.
Do that.
They must.
I'm
I walk
just
up
gonna
a
let that
driveway
sit
and I'm
for a
like,
while.
If you'd like to
just
talk
meditate
about
on the
thighs of steel or
or the
or
bike
anything
race.
else, remember you can call us at 610-378-0426.
That's how they can get people out to do
426. Oh my God.
And we've hardly.
That's what I thought it was. Now I'm second guessing
426.
myself. Or tweet us at she tweets to me. Oh my goodness, thighs of steel indeed. But you gotta. I mean, goodness.
That would get people out to see the race. Come see thighs of steel in action. Right? Make that your tagline.
I would watch
you
a
will fill
race.
those streets.
We're just giving away
if
all
this
sorts of
happens next
taglines
year,
for
I
free.
know.
Hope a go goes.
I got a kid to put through college.
I think we could do a rap
I-
on. Thighs of
remember,
Steel.
all-
You and I could.
All
gonna drop a beat.
all royalties go to That's What She Said, and we will split it happily amongst ourselves. Remember that, Mr. Pope and the organizers of the bike race.
Bike race.
And if you want to,
We should film
we
that
should-
next year if they do come
we
to
should.
Reading. Hey, that would be fun.
We should try to do it ourselves. We should join the
I
bike
never
race.
learned how to ride a bike.
These are not thighs
I'm
of
so
steel.
serious. I'm a roller skater, so that was my wheels of preference.
These are not
No
thighs
bikes.
of any metal alloy whatsoever.
Absolutely.
So
But we'll watch. Feel free.
We could just come in the last few miles, like
not on the hill.
I'll be on a skate. I will
no.
grab onto the back
Down
of
the
your
hill.
That's
bike.
it.
You pull me through.
we park up at the pagoda, and then just ride downhill and say, "Woo, we won!"
I'll be wearing skates hanging onto the back
Oh
of one
my-
of your bikes.
Maybe we
I
can
got you. You're with me.
Somebody pull me along.
What else do we have to talk about?
Oh well, we have a special we have a special return segment.
Oh.
Oh yay!
Roll that tape.
It's Sheila. Sheila's not necessarily current movie picks.
Wait,
No.
wait till the camera's on,
Oh,
darling.
sorry. Hi, camera. Okay.
It's
She's
that.
so excited.
How long have we been doing this? It's that
too
little
long.
red light
I
on
don't
top
know.
when it's
You
on.
know, I just wait for it to focus, and then I'm like, okay, where is it? But my movie pick, I know it's only September, but I'm already getting to the Halloween spirit. So the movie that I picked this month is Hocus Pocus.
Oh,
Right?
Sheila
Hocus Pocus. I adore that movie. That is one of my favorites of all time. The sisters, the Sanders sisters.
And you know what? My students still love that movie. Like,
That's
it
a fun
still
movie.
applies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's timeless,
Yeah.
I think. It's so cute.
My sister named her cats after that.
Really?
Yes, it's Emily and Binks are her cats,
Okay.
right?
That's so cute.
Hocus and Pocus.
Well,
that is
I've
such
never
a
seen
fun.
it.
Oh. You have to. It's almost Halloween. It'll be on like every day in the
will
month
be.
of October.
Yeah. The 25 days of
ABC
Halloween,
Family.
it'll be one of them at
On
least.
every day.
All right, I will endeavor to catch it. I hear it's wonderful. Like people
It's
talk about
so
it all the
cute.
time.
Oh,
And
it's
what
so
is
good.
what is it about?
It's about a
It's
boy
about
and
an hour
his
and a
sister
half.
who moved to a new town, and they don't really know. There's a legend in the town about these three sisters who are witches, and they have their house on display as a museum, sort of. And there's a candle there that if a virgin lights the candle, it will wake the sisters back up from the dead. This is like 300 years in the past that they were alive. And what happens? The new boy in town lights the candle, and poof, the sisters appear
And
and
it's-
cause all kinds of havoc, and they have to figure out how to get them back into the dead. And
it's Bette Midler,
Bette Midler
Kathy
is
Najimy,
yeah.
and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Those are the three
Oh.
witch sisters.
Come
the
on
Sanders
now.
sisters.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah, and the sisters, Winifred's the brains behind the operation. Her sisters are pretty hapless, but they're so much fun, and they
Oh
get
my
into all
goodness.
kinds of trouble with the kids and
It's fantastic.
the witches. Yeah, it's really fun.
Fantastic.
Super
that
cute.
sounds wonderful.
We'll have to have a Halloween party.
Yes.
Oh, I should see if that's on. I should see if that's on that Netflix.
It should
Talk
be.
amongst yourselves while I check that out.
Yeah, it's Hocus Pocus. That's a good one.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh,
Everyone else should
is a
tweet
good
in with
one.
your favorite Halloween movies.
that
Love
would
to
be
hear
fun.
that, right?
Oh,
I could do Halloween movies
it's
all
a-
year round, but that's one of my
The old
favorites.
Psycho
Yes.
is still.
I'll check. I'll check later. Actually, I'm so silly. I should be on the BCTV Wi-Fi, shouldn't I? There's a guest. There's a guest Wi-Fi. Oh,
Yes?
sorry.
We have a guest?
We have a show. Yes, roll that closing credits.
It's Sheila's not necessarily current movie picks.
Oh, well, yes. Well, first we have an apology.
Uh-oh.
There's an etiquette corner later, but here's a bit of etiquette. When you promise something to someone, give it to them.
Yeah.
We had a winner of our wonderful That's What She Said glasses last month, and they just didn't get to that person yet. And Meg, we apologize.
We are so sorry.
Jamie apologizes. He will get them in the mail as soon as possible. Now, oh my goodness.
Poor Meg.
Home viewer?
This is probably Meg calling to scream at Jamie.
Where are my glasses?
All right. Hello, home viewer. What's your name?
Hello, this is Meg here at California Contingent.
Yes, it's Meg. She wants her
I
glasses.
told you she's.
I wanted to tell you, you ladies look so lovely tonight. Everybody
Aw.
looks so nice.
Thanks,
Thank
Meg.
you.
Everybody's skin looks nice, and your outfits look nice. And I have an idea for the race next year. I think you could bring in 4 stationary bikes, and you could have a picture of the pagoda behind you.
That is awesome.
Genius.
I love
And
it.
you could have a theme of some sort in your outfits.
That's wonderful. Yes.
So we would
That
be
would
a
be
team.
fantastic.
I
Ooh.
love that. Let's
Wait,
do that.
you could do a
That's what
time
she
lapse
said.
of the entire route and just blue screen
And
it,
Jane,
blue
I really hope, Jane, that you are singing on the Pope Go-Go record.
Well,
So-
he hasn't asked yet, but
Okay,
Jump on
okay.
I've put my people on it, Jamie, and and hopefully that request will come.
Your people
Well, great. Well, you look wonderful. You just all look beautiful
Well.
tonight.
Oh,
So,
Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
And
All right.
those glasses,
see you.
those glasses will be in the mail when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Thank you, my darling.
Okay.
Thank you for your
All right.
patience.
Bye-bye. Bye.
And speaking of our glasses giveaway, now don't lose hope because if he has to go to the post office tomorrow, he might as well go twice. So, third caller at 610-378-0426 wins this week's set of That's What She Said glasses.
Yay.
Let the phones ring and we will move on till we have a winner.
Come on, Aunt Betty Joe, call in.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Let's
Betty
go,
Jo is
guys.
calling. You were talking, because we saw each other recently,
Right.
and we were talking about fruit picking. Fruit picking.
Fruit picking.
And-
I think you were talking about fruit.
Well,
May have
I think we were all eventually talking about fruit picking. But yes,
I've
so
seen that. That's like a fall thing, isn't it? Around here?
It can be an all year, well,
Is
not
it?
all
I don't
year
know.
thing, but it can be a summer thing too.
I suppose.
It's
yeah,
fun.
I don't know how that growing stuff, that's outside stuff. That's your domain.
That's my world.
I don't know how that fruit picking
Like
thing works.
growing
I thought it was
stuff.
for fall. I don't know. Apples?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yes,
they sell?
apples are available right now.
yeah,
How
what is available for picking? Apples?
There's some late
Pumpkins.
season fruits. Some places will have some late season berries, but apples are really the thing right now to be picking.
All right.
So
That would fun.
yeah.
Quince. What is a quince?
It's a little pear, isn't it?
Is it like an apple
I'm not
thing?
really sure, to be
I'm not
honest.
sure.
It's like
For
people,
next time.
people
I can't
always
even-
bring up quinces
I'll go
and no one
find
knows
them.
what they are.
We
One
need
of
to
these
bring a quince on.
I will find it and I will bring it in. I promise
fabulous.
you.
Next time we
I'm on the
Find
hunt.
the quince.
next
You,
time
if
we
you've
meet,
got
we will
one,
know
I'll
what a
call
quince
in. Let
is.
me know.
Hey, that sounds like a segment. Find the quince.
Oh my
Find
goodness.
the quince.
Find the quince.
Oh
Do we have a time?
Did you find it?
no, sorry. No, we have a greeting. John wishes he could be here in the studio with us, but he's on assignment.
Oh, John.
Well, John,
Bid on the auction.
Yeah.
We miss you so much. Oh, I've got quinces on the brain. They'll soon be leaking out my ears.
What a coincidence.
Here, have some more wine.
Says the percussionist.
Oh my goodness.
It's getting punchy in here.
So, speaking of actually a wonderful, so not overly strenuous, but outdoor activities, I recently went on a zip line tour.
Oh,
Yes.
tell
That's
us.
It was exciting. Can I say the name of the place? I suppose I can. It's in Lum's Pond State Park in Maryland, and it's the Go Ape.
Delaware.
Oh, it is Delaware. Oh well.
I mean, they're
Felt like Maryland.
I rarely know where I am anyway.
They're very much the same
But yes,
Still thrown off from
it's
Bulgaria.
called Go Ape, and they have all sorts of things around the country. But this one, I'm told, is the best because you cross over a lake 3 times, and you just start in the treetops, and you just zip over the lake, and then land in a pile of mulch. It's much better than it sounds.
I hope so. It doesn't sound like it ends well.
But
could be better.
it's soft and cushy mulch.
It is.
But yeah, you climb around there in the trees. They were not very pleased about me insisting on wearing my heels while I did this because I did.
Oh wow, you could have sunk right into the
Hey,
mulch.
Well,
girls
I-
gotta have standards.
I did sink
understand.
into the mulch. It was not very pleasant, but climbing the cargo net was really difficult because it
I guess.
just like
Heels just
anyway.
went right through it.
They did.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad you made
it
it.
was so much fun. Have any of you ever done this?
I would love to do a zip line, but
never.
I don't want to do all the climbing. I just want to be harnessed and
Helicoptered up to the
Yeah,
top
right.
and zip
Yeah.
right on
I
down.
don't want to
right?
have to do all that other stuff. I
Who
just
was-
want to zip. I just want to be
Zipping.
zip.
A
Only the
friend
zip.
of mine showed me this video. Speaking of, and I just remembered this. Somewhere in Puerto Rico, there's I think it's the world's longest zip line, and you start at the top of this mountain, and it goes forever, and you're lying down like Superman.
Oh no, I don't
Right.
think so. Not
The one I went on,
No.
you're sitting in sort of a harness. But
No.
it was amazing. I would
Wow.
go to Puerto Rico just
See,
to do
that's
that.
a little scary, like
Yeah,
Superman style.
that's
You're-
like a luge.
Like it's
when
not a
you're
good idea to go
head
head first
No,
down
no, no.
anything.
And-
I'm just
and-
gonna nope out on that one right now.
Yeah,
Apparently you can also run out of steam before you've reached the end, and they have to come down and get you and push you along. Which
All I
But
can
you
see
can
is
just
them
stuck
going,
mid-zip.
yes,
No, that's the worst ever. Like,
yeah, you just hang in there going,
911.
That's
help
when you
me.
have to go to the bathroom.
Yes. So, but Ah,
Well,
yes.
at that point, you just
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
bets are off if you get
But,
stuck in the
oh,
middle
Jane,
of the
you're
zip.
so brave. I just,
Well,
I'm
you
brave.
know,
I would
if you
take some
don't-
arm twisting. I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Like I would do it probably. but I'd be
I
like,
don't
"You're
like
so
heights
brave."
either, but you have so many safety ropes on you
It's just that
you feel
reassuring.
a sense of superhuman strength and confidence because you know you can't, even if you fell
I
off
feel like
the
I would
platform.
zip like curled up in a ball, like
no,
screaming
no,
my face
you're
off.
you're like
Yeah, I mean, I get on a roller coaster and I scream from beginning to end.
Right.
So
this
you hear
actually,
me Doppler go
but
by.
this actually
So you're
feels
going up, Nicole's already screaming.
this actually feels safer than a roller coaster.
Oh, really?
Because you do it yourself. You put all these hook things on yourself,
So you
and
know
you're not
it's locked.
nobody's doing it for you. There's no mechanism involved. You just put a little
is there,
carabiner on
is there
the
a
thing.
buzzer like when I forget to put my seatbelt on? There's a buzzer says
No,
Martha,
there
put
isn't.
your seatbelt
You
on.
are because this.
I need a reminder.
I know taking personal responsibility is no longer an American value, but yes, in this instance, one does have to take responsibility for their own safety.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, so one strap is the norm. Can I go 3?
Yeah, right?
No, no.
Because if you can't have that, like if something goes wrong, you're
2 to
the one
3
to
is
blame.
actually what one does.
What one does,
Yes,
okay.
one has a crotch.
Like a little
hook.
seat, sort of.
Well, yes, you're in this little panty. Well, they describe it as putting on a pair of panties, but it's a strap-on harness.
So it holds you at the hips,
You
the chest.
stop it.
Like depends.
Stop it. No, it's like a web mesh thing that you crawl into, like you're putting on underwear, but it's much bigger and much more uncomfortable. But it has a carabiner right at the crotch level, and that's one of the things. And then the other part is you also have 2 longer things that you can hook on. It's lots of things, but they keep you feeling safe. I never felt like I was going to fall out of the
That's
treetops.
great.
And you're afraid of heights.
I am
Yeah.
afraid of
Oh,
heights.
wow.
Yeah.
That's
But-
cool. Though. You
And
should
what
always
made you do that?
Because you live and you feel you just have to do things.
You have to
do
Because
something
if
that
you,
scares
if
you,
you
right?
don't take if you don't take chances, if you don't deal with your fears, you're going to live as a
Right.
fearful
Right.
person. And I just don't want to do that because,
That's admirable. I think
well,
so.
we all should do that.
I fully
We sh-
agree with that.
We
Yeah.
we should make a challenge,
Oh,
a personal
One
challenge
thing
for
that
all of us
scares
to
you all the
do.
time.
One thing, we should find the cohesive ball of fear and deal with that as a group, which would be much less scary.
I did that once at Martha's house. I conquered my fear. I had this
did?
big black dog sitting right on
Oh,
my lap.
well,
oh, that's right.
My
That's
big
right.
buddy Chooch was out of fear right out the window.
Sweet dog.
I walked in, he was barking. I'm like, no. And then at the end of the night, he was sitting on me.
You
so
gotta love Chooch
Oh,
because
my
he will
goodness.
not let you up until you pet him and hug him a
made
lot.
me love him.
Yeah.
He is a
will be
lovely
my
dog.
friend.
Demand affection.
Yeah, and then he remembered me when we
Yeah,
brought him
that's
into
not
the
good.
other studio. He was sitting on my feet.
I don't know. I
Oh.
captured a bug in my classroom. I had 11 college students in my classroom, and they suddenly became 4th graders when there was this large bug flying around. And
That's
so
a surefire way
I
to make people turn
managed
into
to
children.
catch,
Get
and
a
I did. They
spider
were
up
there.
on
They
the wall
were.
or something.
My rugby player, my baseball player. They're going, oh, kill it,
Screaming
kill
like
it.
girls, right?
I don't like bugs, but I had to be the leader, so I captured it and took it. I was going to take it outside, but my room is in a basement, so I'd have either had to go up on the elevator, up a flight of steps. So I just
So
threw
you ate it?
I threw it in another professor's office.
Oh,
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. He wasn't in, so I just tossed it in.
You can deal with it on Monday.
Yeah, right.
You find that and you
Next
figure
day I
it
said,
out.
Mike, did you find the
He
bug?
was lonely, and you gave him
See what I left you?
companions. You see what I left?
Did you see what I left
Yeah.
you the present?
here's some snacks.
Yeah.
Dip it in chocolate. It's
Right,
delicious.
Right.
So there's something new out, and it's a wonderful new device. And our little producer Jamie, the love of our lives, has purchased one.
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's an Apple iWatch.
It is.
Apple Watch.
Jamie has an Apple
so
Watch, and
excited.
we're
Dying to play with one. I want to see
Indeed.
what they do.
He is thrilled with it. He says he rarely pulls his phone out of his pocket anymore. He just looks at his wrist. It's very Dick Tracy. I've seen him do it. It's like,
Very Inspector Gadget.
yes. So yes, he's indicating that he doesn't wish to actually. Oh my goodness! Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Jamie's
Twisted
coming
his arm.
on in his
Here's the
little
person
Edie
who
shirt.
makes it all happen.
Jamie.
Ta-da!
This is it. Oh, now it's telling me that
You know, I've seen it. They haven't.
Oh yeah.
that I completed my activity for the day.
Oh.
So you have to stand up every hour. It reminds you to stand up.
That's
It wants you to
great.
move.
That's
It wants you
awesome.
to watch your calories, the different rings.
Did you
that
have to program it to do that, or it
No, it just does
automatically
it. Like
does
you
it?
put it on and it just does it.
Does it also have, like, I think Dick Tracy's had a Garrett that he could pull out and strangle someone, or was that James?
Oh,
Give away all
that's-
the secrets on this thing.
That's in the next version.
It's like
We're
a
already
little
talking
bit of
about
a life
ice.
coach in there.
Oops, stop moving around.
It's measuring my heart rate
Oh
for
my
me.
goodness,
Let's see what my heart rate is.
I love it.
that is so exciting.
This is gripping television.
All right.
I mean, I'm gripped.
So,
I know, right? I just want
Really?
to play with it and see
81,
what it
so,
does.
yeah.
81. so
oh,
that's
Jamie's a
good.
little more nervous than usual. He's usually down in the 50s.
Because we made him come on camera.
All right, get off camera. Go relax.
He's a little hyped. Good, thank
but-
you.
Go lower that heart rate.
But it's exciting, and I'm thinking that maybe at some point I need to get one.
I didn't realize it did all that.
Oh,
I
it
didn't know
does. It
did.
does an amazing
You
amount
know,
of things. You can
checks
read
your
your
heart
text
rate
and
and
email and check your heart
so
rate
neat.
and send little animated emoticons because everyone needs to do that.
Yeah.
It would be much more subtle.
We have a tweet from Leash Bear who says, "Mrs. Weaver told me to watch. She's the best."
Alicia Bauer, I love you, girl. I know her.
Oh,
She's
you just
my
got
first
an
plot.
A.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Well,
dude,
thank
she's cool, man. I like that girl.
Thank you for watching, darling. Oh my goodness. Well, it's time for that wonderful educational segment of our show. Roll that tape.
It's Jane's Etiquette Corner.
Well, here we are. It is time for Jane's Etiquette Corner. And this is something that affects us all. This is from our dear Emily Post, or Posty as I called her.
She would hate that.
She would hate that. She would absolutely hate that, and that's why I did it. So, this is about driving. And when did she write this? She wrote this in, oh, who knows, a long time ago when gentlemen were gentlemen and ladies were still ladies. This is about automobile signals. Practically all cars now have automatic stoplights to warn a following car when the brake pedal is depressed. Told you it was a while ago. Cars built in recent years have, in addition, electric turn signals which permit a driver to indicate the directions in which he is going to turn. Imagine that.
They work free of charge.
Indeed, it's up to all drivers to get in the habit of invariably using these signals. See, this is very important in Reading.
It is very important.
Gradually, more and more people are learning and using these signals. Therefore, use them, says Emily, with an exclamation. Emily never uses exclamation points. She was very stern. It is, however, just as important to get over into the right-hand lane before making a right turn, or into the left or center lane before turning to the left. Yes, 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 it is. It is not... Sorry, this is my little rant. It is... One does not make a travel around down the right-hand lane and then pull it into the left-hand lane to make a right-hand turn.
Happens all the
Happens
time.
all the time. And signals, and stay in your lane to make a turn. And now, roll the outro.
It's Jane's Etiquette Corner.
It is an important subject, and because well, we've talked about this before, but driving is so bad around here.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I had something happen to me just today on my way home from work. So today, as I was leaving school, I was driving up 10 because that's what I take. And there was a bit more traffic because I left a little later. I had a workshop after school. And there was a little bit of traffic lined up, and there was a blue car with 2 younger gentlemen in it, probably in their late teens, early 20s, and I let them go ahead of me. I thought, all right, here we go. Then I had to endure a mile driving behind them as one or the other was holding up their phone, taping the other, and they were swerving across the road this way and that. If you were watching this TV show tonight, shame on you. Put your phone down, put your hands on the wheel. If my child had been in the car, you would have not walked away from that.
They're not watching us.
They're not watching us. But
They're not watching.
if their mothers
you're
were
friends
watching
with them
this,
and they're
you're
watching,
friends with
tell them.
I was
How bad
appalled
the
because
girl
I
is.
could see the phone and they're taping it. They're like, ha ha ha, swerving across the road. And I'm just thinking to myself, you swerve too far one way and there's a car coming and this story has a terrible ending.
Yeah.
And it makes me irate and it makes me scared and sad all at the same time because, especially for my child, if my child is in the car and you do something that may harm my child, I will mama bear like nobody's business.
Especially somebody who's walking. You know, anybody could be hurt.
Well, I can't believe I forgot this, but actually on our way to the studio tonight, just turning into onto the side street to get into the parking lot, we're in the proper lane to make a turn, and there's a car next to us, and we start to turn, and this car comes around us to make a turn. And
The same turn you're making?
Exactly, and Jamie didn't quite see it, and I was like, stop! And they just kept on going, but it's
scary.
It is.
People are not focused.
People get in the car and zone out and don't
No,
realize
they
what
don't
they're
zone
doing.
out. They decide who they're going to
Well,
call.
they zone out. Yeah, they zone into this. And you're driving a 2-ton vehicle of doom and destruction. Please put a little more responsibility to it.
attention.
As Spider-Man's uncle said, with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben.
said that?
Uncle Ben said
Uncle
that.
Ben.
Good for Uncle
He
Ben.
made
Big
great
rice.
rice, too. I love you, my darling.
Great minds.
Boy,
Goes off track.
you had an experience the other night too, driving around. You were
Well,
it was
that
sort
was
of an
driving in
obstacle.
Reading. She
Yeah,
wasn't
that
used
was
to driving in the city.
But
That's
Reading is always a
another
joy
whole
for me.
experience.
Kind of an obstacle course, all those parked cars, right?
but there's another.
Oh, the double parked cars.
Oh, the double
I'm
parked
sure
cars.
there were plenty
Yes.
of open spaces nearby.
And,
they
and
just
that's
don't
when I
go in.
use my horn and hope they're not going to shoot me.
Oh, I'm
But
gonna
I
do
always
that.
I drive past and I drive. And
Just driving my own business. Like,
right- there's a parking
park
space
your
right
car.
I'll do that in my neighborhood, but I'm not doing that in Reading.
No.
Oh my goodness. I actually have to admit that Jamie forgot something in his house after he picked me up tonight, and he double parked, and there was a car coming down the block behind us, and they were very nice. He was very quick, they were very nice, and no beeping ensued. So, but it was bad.
When they double park in the
Oh,
one in
this
the
is like
but-
poor
but
Jamie night.
It is. Do we have any? Too bad we don't have any rotten fruit we can throw out there.
We didn't pick any apples, no quinces.
No apples, no quinces.
No quinces.
Yes.
We still don't know what that is, do we?
Excuse me.
But this whole how to deal with people sort of brings up our next topic because we were talking about thank
I
you
heard
cards.
The phone ring.
We're talking about thank you cards because my students have to learn business writing, and I told them that after they have an interview for a job, that's when you handwrite a thank you note. So this week their writing assignment is to handwrite a note to a principal who's interviewed them for a job. 5 minutes, okay? And so we were talking the other night about thank you notes. They honestly haven't gone out of style, and they actually can get your foot in the door. When you're interviewing for something, no one else writes a thank you note. You write one, it makes you a cut above the pack. And one of the things we said was the problem with the generic thank you notes, thank you for the gift. That's not going to cut it. You've really got to be thank you for
Make it
whatever that
personalized.
gift was. And if it was money, of course, you don't want to say thank you for the $1.50, but thank you for the gift. I will use it toward my bicycle fund or something like that. But I think thank you notes are something that many people think I can text a thank you, I can write one on email, but if you're looking for a job or if somebody has given you a present, it's really nice to write a thank you note. And I think some of us were raised with parents who sat us down, and I know my children have been too, sat us down with cards and envelopes and said, you're not going out till you write the thank you notes for your
Well, and
graduation
there's-
gifts or whatever.
Indeed, and there's a thing for electronic age now that we're in the electronic age, because I sent something to somebody that they requested electronically
Right.
today, and they wrote back and said, "Thank you for this. Nice meeting you. Hope we meet again."
Right.
And then I was like, well, now do I start this whole chain of thank yous? And so when Jamie came to pick me up, I said, well, do I send a thank you for thanking the thank you? And he
start
said,
a whole back
yes,
and
it's a good
forth
thing
with
to do.
that.
Politeness is never out of fashion. So I just said thank you and sent it off.
Right.
But
But it really is important to say, and the handwritten thank yous. I had a building principal one time who had a couple thank you notes pinned up on his bulletin board in his office, and he said, "These are thank you notes that kids have written to me," or that, and the emails don't have the same thing. And I would bet most teachers say they have a file of some of the personal notes that kids have written them, the thank you notes,
so. I
and
think
you
I
do,
do.
and I'm sure that in any job. It's just nice to put pen to paper. It takes 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be paragraphs after paragraph, but just thank you. And something a little personal.
Yeah.
Something about, thank you for the college interview, thank you for for a job at Burger King, write a thank you note, thank them.
Well,
Go a long way. That could make a
absolutely,
difference. If they're
that could make
waffling
the difference.
between two candidates,
That's right.
exactly.
that little
That's
thank you
right.
note could give you that edge that gets
Absolutely.
you what you're looking for.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right. I have a file
But-
cabinet.
Do you? I do.
Back-
But-
I keep all
yeah.
my stuff.
do it in good English.
Oh yes, well,
Spell.
there's that too.
Yeah, there is that, isn't there?
You
That's
can
another-
trip yourself right up if you send something full of typos and
LOL.
and slang and
Spell check doesn't always work.
I mean
Spell
it
check
works,
likes to
but it
change
doesn't necessarily
words.
work in the way you
Which
want
could
it
work.
to.
Completely
But
change what
when
you're
you-
trying to
when
say.
Exactly.
When you're a teacher, you have a lot of patience, but it's not spelled the same way as the doctor's patience. My students discovered. I was very upset about that.
I'm not a fan of spell check. Maybe it's just because I'm a word nerd.
Yeah,
but
right. Yeah, it doesn't,
prefer
because
to
you got to
look it
know
up
which
and-
one of
yeah.
those words you wanted.
Well, indeed. And what
spell check
Why-
has foiled me so many
Why-
times.
oops. Oh,
Viewer.
I don't know. You're asking me. Is this the winner of our glasses or is it? No. All right. Never mind. It isn't. Hello, home viewer. You're on live. What's up? Who are you? And we appear to have lost them. So never mind.
Hello, Jane.
Hello.
Hello, it's Katie, and I must say you are having a discussion about something that's near and dear to my heart.
Well, what is that?
Thank you notes.
Ah,
Thank you, notes. They're important.
You know what is, and this is my thing, is that how often do you send a gift to someone and they don't respond? And so you don't know whether they received it or not.
mm-hmm.
And literally, one time I happened after, 6 months or so, after I sent the bride and groom a gift, I finally said did you receive my gift? And they hadn't received it.
Oh,
And I called, and here it had been delivered to the wrong place. But again, there was a situation where I had to ask, how many times have you sent something and you don't know if they got it or not?
Well,
and
indeed.
it just makes me crazy that people can't write a thank you note. So I'm so glad you're having the conversation. And I also wanted to comment that I think, Jane, you should do the bicycle race next year. I would pay to see you in bicycle attire.
Oh,
look at that. Wow.
we're having an auction.
accepted.
We are having a
We're
BCTV
doing
auction
it.
shortly. How much would you pay?
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe we'll-
And that would go to a good cause, wouldn't it?
That's
It
right.
would. Maybe we'll put that up a bit.
Well, I think, Jane, to see you in proper bicycle attire, that might be worth $50.
Oh,
Ooh,
Don't you
Oh.
think?
spender.
Oh,
Right.
Sheila, you think so, too. I know you do.
well, maybe
So,
we'll
yeah,
have a private viewing
I think
then.
I think that Berks County would pay a lot more than that. I mean, that to me should be the opening bid.
Wow. That's awesome.
Don't you?
I agree.
That's wonderful.
All right. Well, I just wanted to comment. Nobody else had called in, and I'm just cheering you on, and I think it's a great,
Thank
great
you, my
thing.
darling.
So, good night.
Good night. Ah, well, that was
nice.
That was.
I like her. You should
Keep calling.
yeah.
Win a spot on our
Indeed.
show, Katie.
That's
We
Yes.
like
right.
you and we want to meet you.
But
Explain the.
Oh. Yes, I forgot we didn't talk about that here. Yes, the BCTV Oktoberfest auction bidding thing. Gala extravaganza is coming up October 19th through the 23rd. They will be broadcasting. Ooh, look at that. There's a graphic even. And you can bid online. There's going to be wonderful, amazing things to bid on, premiums as they are called. And one of those premiums will be a guest segment on our very show. And who wouldn't want that?
That's exciting.
I'm
Yeah.
personally
I can't
hoping
wait
that
to
that
see who
goes
wins
for
that.
the top amount of money, but I doubt it, but it could.
Maybe.
It could happen.
I mean,
Who-
right here in the studio next to us.
We have so much fun. Like I can't even
We do.
Free alcohol.
I promise
free
you, if you join us, you'll have
That's worth it.
I mean,
we have food, we have
We're having
alcohol,
Yeah.
biscotti and cheese and
What-
biscuits and
pumpkin
nuts.
What
flavored
more could you
cashews.
ask for in an evening than to be on live TV with alcohol, food, and wee ladies?
right?
What could be better?
Us
recipe
ladies.
for
Us
success.
ladies, wee ladies.
We ladies.
We ladies.
Us ladies.
With
Us,
Us
yeah,
ladies.
it's
Says
us.
the
Yes.
English professor.
Yeah, she's
Listen
the
to
one
her,
listen
she's
to.
right.
But yes, that the bidding, I don't know what, I think they put special items up on special nights, but I don't know. So just go to bctv.org and they'll have wonderful information about the Oktoberfest auction benefit stuff. And you should do it because, and I say this so often and I can't say it often enough, BCTV is a wonderful resource for our area. And we are so
And
happy.
they're very good to us.
They are very good to us. We are
love
so
them.
happy and proud to be a part of the BCTV family. And anything you can do to help us support BCTV is cake on the icing.
Cake on the icing.
Well, that helps it stick to the plate better. Icing on the cake. So we just really urge you to support BCTV and come on the show.
It'll be fun.
It'll be amazing.
A lot of fun.
That would be really fun.
Oh yes, it is. Oh my goodness! I haven't
Nicole is
gotten Kirk to compose a piece for the surprise topic.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening, and I know you are, please write a small, like the intros you do for the rest of the thing. Write a little ditty about surprise topic, which tonight is Nicole.
All right. I try to let these come on the spur of the moment because then otherwise I think too hard about it. So I read this really neat little article today about this family that traveled thousands of miles when they heard the Pope was coming to the United States.
From Argentina.
Yes, they from Argentina. They dropped everything. They got in this beautiful like baby blue VW van thing. They quit their jobs. It was a mom and it's a mother and father and their 3 children from Argentina, and they drove up from Argentina to come, and they actually did get to meet him.
Yes.
I think he was quoted as saying, "You guys are crazy,"
Yeah,
but he
yes.
was
Oh, yeah, they're like,
he was
we
so
left
impressed
their
at
lives.
them. Yeah, but he was like, "Good for you
Amazing.
for doing that thing. taking that
Risk.
that
Chance.
risk, facing a fear." And I was thinking about that. I was like, is there someone or something that would give you the inspiration to drop it and travel and go?
No.
Yeah.
No. I can't think of anybody.
Or something. You should
I
say.
can't
Or
think of
something, or
anything.
something.
Nope. I am perfectly happy with my life, and I am not going to just up and walk away from it for anyone.
Well,
Sorry.
are you saying permanently, or are you just saying?
No, it doesn't have to be permanently. I mean, I feel that these people have every intention of returning to Argentina. And,
I'm pretty sure they will be
maybe
returning
not.
to their jobs.
Who knows?
Those are probably off the table, but
Maybe
who
not.
knows?
who knows,
Well,
right?
indeed.
I mean, if they got
Argentina will cry.
I mean, they turn in a resume that has, like the Pope as a reference.
Well,
They're in.
but
Why did you leave your last job, the Pope?
I would drop everything and travel if somebody were going to pay for a trip
Yeah, I
somewhere.
think.
Okay.
Depending
I
on where it
th-
was. I would go to Italy. or something
Indeed.
and
I
kinda
think,
home
just
do
one
it.
second. I do think that, yes, I mean, if somebody, I will travel at a drop of a hat.
You
Right.
will?
And yes, I will go anywhere anyone asks
I'm
me
a
to
stick
go.
in the mud. I'm not leaving anywhere.
The world needs
Going.
the world needs its mud stickers.
That's
Coming back.
And we have the winner of our wonderful glasses giveaway. Hello, who are you?
It's Vicky.
Hello, Vicky. Welcome to That's What She Said.
I won. That's what she told me to say.
love
Good
those
to see you,
glasses.
ladies. I enjoy watching you when I'm awake.
Well, you can watch us when you're not. Well, you can't watch us when you're not awake.
Oh yes, I
But-
can. I can catch you on the reruns.
Exactly.
That's great.
Now, did they get your address?
They took my address and all that.
That's
Yay,
wonderful.
Vicky.
And what
They're
did we
coming
do?
tomorrow.
We promised that Jamie would have these in the mail tomorrow. So you should have them very shortly. Where are you calling from?
I just live in Shillington. I'm close by.
Wonderful.
Shillington.
Shillington.
Clearly,
see the
clearly
Shillington.
Nicole lives in Shillington.
It's actually probably Kenhurst, but doesn't matter. It's all close by.
Don't put the glasses in the dishwasher.
Oh yes, we
That's
always
wet
have to remind
washing.
everyone
You'll
they
eat
they
the
are
picture.
wonderful glasses, but do not put them in the dishwasher. 'cause
That's
they-
okay. I won't. I generally wash my dishes anyhow by hand.
Okay, you're
I
going to
That's
find it kind of relaxing, believe it or
They're so
not.
much
That's
fun.
wonderful. Have
I
fun. Enjoy
I don't
it.
have a dishwasher, so.
And
do
I know
have-
you guys were talking about ziplining. I have to tell you, I was in Honduras and I ziplined, and they drove us to the top. We didn't have to walk.
Nice.
Jane
And
is
then
jealous
we
because she
ziplined all the way down, and monkeys were jumping out at you and everything. It was really fun.
Oh, where was this?
Oh my
Monkeys are
goodness.
going to jump out. I will zip line. Really? I'm in.
Yeah.
Speaking of running away and doing something,
That's
Jamie,
where we're going.
Jamie's like gone from the studio. He heard monkeys jumping at you, and he's
No,
gone.
it really
Forget
was.
about
Tickets
it.
for Honduras.
I'm not
my-
a fan of monkeys, but they were kind of neat.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's beautiful if you ever get there. I know a lot of people say, why would you go there? But it really has a lot to offer. Snorkeling, diving, just water sports if you like it. And you can just sit around and relax. There's no clocks, no TVs in your room, no phone, no nothing.
Oh wow.
It's
That
just,
sounds great, actually.
oh
It
gosh,
does.
it was a wonderful week and a half.
We need to find a sponsor who will send us to Honduras.
Right.
Yes.
We could do a
Jamie, you
segment.
want to do a segment?
Well, believe it or not, there was a veterinarian clinic. They were having their workshop on it was just for veterinarians all over the country, and they were in Honduras in our little huts out on the water. It was really beautiful. I have not seen water that clean in a long time.
Absolutely amazing. Well, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I enjoy you. I watch you when I can.
Thank you, my darling. And congratulations, and those will be to you lickety-split.
Okay, thanks a bunch. They'll go to good use, I promise.
Cool. Thank you, my darling.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, well. Oh, let's see. Time has flown. We're coming down to the end. Did anyone see the supermoon?
Barry
was too
saw
cloudy.
he said he saw a tiny sliver of the eclipse last
seen some
night when he took
pictures.
the
I
dogs
kept
out
going
down 11
out
o'clock.
and going out, and the
Wasn't a
clouds
good
kept
night
just
for it.
being
He
over.
said just
I
he
heard
did
clouds
see
were an issue.
he saw the sliver of the red moon during the eclipse.
I was very
strange.
disappointed.
Yeah, it
It's such a cool event that
Yeah.
happens once in a
yeah.
moon.
I have
And
I have lived for this
Red moon,
moment,
red moon.
and
yeah, red moon, even more rare. Yeah,
excuse me.
I think a lot of people.
Excuse me
struggle
while I
with the
drink
clouds
slurp
and
my drink.
Where's Emily Post now?
Well,
Posty would not appreciate
no,
the slurping.
Posty would not be happy with that, but she did it.
She probably slurps at home too.
I'm sure
She
she
does.
did.
She actually did. She
looks
was
like a
she was a big slurper. Yeah,
Oh, my.
She looks slurpy.
she's dead. I can say it now. But
Don't speak ill
I was going to say, she'll come visit you
I'm
tonight.
not speaking ill of the dead. I'm speaking truth of the dead.
slurper.
She was a slurper. If anyone who knew her, look, see, you just slurped, just like Emily.
She snickered into her glass.
Oh.
It only
Not
sounded
your
like a
nose.
slurp.
Not your nose.
strange how a snort and a slurp
She
sound so
snorted.
similar. Anyway, so the lunar eclipse supermoon was kind of a bust for all of
Kind
us.
of a big fail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Stupid clouds.
I mean, it happened, but we didn't see it, so it must not have happened. Oh,
if we didn't see it, it didn't really
Now,
it didn't exist.
Here's something in our remaining minutes, not all of them, because we have to do other things, but I was thinking we're coming into that season of fall where the leaves are falling and there's that smell. What smell is it quickly each one of us finds transports us just to another place just by smelling that?
Lavender.
Where's
my
it take you?
I don't know, just like to my happy place. I just like that smell.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it just makes me happy.
Roses.
Yeah, that's a close second.
I
Roses.
always stop to smell the roses, even if they're in neighbors' yards.
So do I.
Sorry, neighbors. Beautiful
Whoops.
roses.
So if you find Nicole,
Well, if they didn't want you to sniff them, they wouldn't plant them.
Exactly. But no,
So-
I always stop to smell the roses. I love roses.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
really like the smell of Barry's aftershave lotion or his cologne. I mean, he wears cologne.
That's so romantic.
and I just
Romantic.
and because I bought it. But I really do. I love. He doesn't wear it every day, but when we go out, he wears it, and I just love that smell. It's just a lovely smell. It's Barry. And that's
your happy. That's
Yeah.
your happy place.
That's my happy place.
Oh,
It is.
what about your smell?
Oh, I have so many, and this is the thing. I always hate favorites, but one I would have to say that from my younger years, there's the smell of that. There's a specific smell that roasting chestnuts on a New York street.
Yes.
Yes.
Have.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe
And
I didn't pick that
that is
smell.
one of the most amazing smells in the world. It's not really a good smell, but it is a wonderful
It is.
smell.
That would take me right
And
back
it's
to my
Autumn
childhood.
in New York, which I
It-
think is one of the greatest songs in the world.
Autumn in New York. Then that's all I know.
And scene.
And scene. So that's what you're getting. But it's just that acrid sort of.
It is.
Oh dear. Oh, here we go.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh,
So
dear.
we just need to say thank you to all of you first for watching the show, because without you, nobody's talking to no one, as one of our commenters said once. Anyway, but you can always find us at twss.tv. Also, you can tweet to us all the time at She Tweets to Me. Facebook, She Posts to Me. Remember, the next show is on Monday, October 26th. We want to say a special thank you to our wonderful our studio crew who make this just such a joy to do, which is Amber, Joan, Emmanuel, and Amanda. Amanda is new to us, so she's just been thrust into the wackiness of all of this.
And she's super cool.
She is.
Yeah.
And
right in.
remember, the BCTV.org, but BCTV's Oktoberfest auction, October 19th through 23rd rather, and we will have a guest spot to be on That's What She Said as a
so
wonderful
much
gift.
fun.
And,
Do it.
we got to do it.
Do
and
it.
thank you so much from all of us here at BCTV.
Thank you.
And That's What She Said.
See you next month.
See you next month, October 26th.
Happy autumn.
Happy autumn.